What do you think would happen to FAFSA if suddenly Donald Trump said, all right, that's it, close the doors on the U.S. Department of Education?
I think there's really one of three things that could happen in that. And the good news for parents and students is I don't think that FAFSA or the free application for federal student aid will go away. Instead, what will likely happen is there will be a contingency plan to move FAFSA to either another federal department, such as the U.S. Department of Treasury, be administered through the states rather than the federal government, or it could just be carved out into its own department where a small number of staff continue to administer the FAFSA, student loans, federal Pell Grants, and others. Similar to how the administration recently tried to cancel all of U.S. aid, but just yesterday they came out and said we're canceling 83% of it, which meant that they found that 17% really was essential. And I would imagine that the 17% in the U.S. Department of Education that is absolutely essential is going to be the Office of Federal Student Aid, because they administer billions of dollars in federal loans for students to be able to afford and pay for college. So parents and students who have applied to college this application season should still continue to fill out and process their FAFSA applications as normal. One of the things that happened late last year with FAFSA is they actually got the application out early, which is abnormal for FAFSA in its tech process. So clearly things are working over there. I would highly recommend get in as early as possible, because federal loans are given on a first come, first served basis based on how much is out there and who applies. Now, you could experience with this disruption in the Department of Education some delays in updates, in processing, customer service, etc., but I don't anticipate the funds to disappear altogether. I recommend fill out FAFSA as you would normal, but I also recommend don't just depend on federal aid. Look for state-based programs, look for private scholarships and other ways, your family's College 529 savings plans, and other ways to fund your education, so you don't have all your eggs in one basket. And worst case scenario, if the Office of Federal Student Aid does get shut down with the U.S. Department of Education, you're not out of luck that way.